Hello guys and welcome to Jadelina's Reborn Nursery. My voice sounded a little bit funny because I was sick. I'm struggling with it, but I'm doing a lot better. And today it's raining like crazy, so if you hear that in the background, yeah, it's raining a lot. So in my second part of my mini series, we're going to be changing Mrs. Journey, and I just can't remove her from this outfit. Oh my gosh, this was from my dear sister Drew's Nursery, and says you nailed it. Oh my gosh, I love this outfit on her so much. But we're going to do Alicia's tag um, on the spring, welcoming the spring. So I'm going to accept the challenge to dress my baby in spring. I don't know if I will do it with everybody, but at least today we're going to do that with Journey. I'm going to change her and put it in the tripod, and then I will show the things that I love the most from her box opening. Well, I don't know if you guys can see well there because I put the ring light, but you know, I never know. So we're going to put her in another springy outfit because my dear sister Alicia is changing her babies into spring outfits, all of them. So if you haven't watched that, you can go to her channel. And I have another socks that I can use with the outfit that I'm going to put on Journey, but it's raining and I cannot be upstairs, hanging out because if I take the water and I don't know, I'm just start to feeling better, so I don't want to go back to feeling sick. So that's why we're going to do whatever we can here, and then I will, when I'm taking pictures and all that, I will change her socks or anything if I don't like it. But guys, this girl, you're in my channel, you know that she's special. She's a very special baby in my collection. She was my first silicone, so having the experience with her, I always say to Cheryl that she set a very high bar for the next babies that I will have, because she gave me such an amazing experience. So let me interrupt briefly to say this is I love the way it is, like so delicate, and it's from Minnie Mouse, from Disney Minnie Mouse, and it looks long, but we will see. It happens sometimes. And then we have this beautiful dress. So for me, Cheryl did a fantastic job, not only with the box opening but with her. Experiencing her was just amazing. The communication was amazing. So my expectations for my next babies were like that high. And I will say that I have such an amazing experience with Journey's artists that, I thought everybody was doing the same. I thought everybody was communicating the same, being honest, being, caring. She is, Cheryl is a very, very loving person. It's a person that make you feel very comfortable, and she's an amazing person. So when I have her, then I thought that was going to be the case with everybody, but then I learned that every single person is different in this hobby. I was fairly new to the hobby, so that's why I thought it was like, I think was on a video that I heard that we think that because this is an adult hobby and it's something very sweet, so like the innocence of child and all that, we think that everybody's going to be very nice, and it's, for the most part it is, but yeah, there is people that are not like that in the hobby. So Cheryl gave me an amazing experience with her in her box opening and all that. And I will be forever grateful to her that she like accompanied me when I started collecting, because she was going to be my first silicone, and sure gave me that opportunity. For me was, now thinking on that, I was new to the hobby. She could say, oh, this is a new person, maybe she's not reliable, doesn't have a record or of being buying expensive babies. What if she doesn't pay to me? So the chance that she gave me was just incredible, because I was my first very expensive baby, my first silicone. So I don't know. she's a special person. She's very good. I think she's not taking costumes anymore. She's doing babies and putting them out as soon as she finished. But I'm super beyond grateful to her to bring me this beautiful special experience with her. And one of the things that I was sharing with one of my friends is that part of the bonding process for me is the name. So when I'm picking a name, if I have a baby and I'm calling the baby the sculpt name, it's going to keep the sculpt name, because for me that's the name. With Journey, her artist told me, you have a name for her, but I didn't know she was going to personalize some items for her. So I was, giving it thought, and as soon as I got a name, I told her, I think I'm going to call her Journey. And I give her the reasons of why I chose her name. And in the box openings, she surprised me. Great things with her name, and that was for me over the moon, And every single time we talk about Journey, like she was painting her, and she's like, oh, little Journey has this stage now. Little Journey got her, whatever, her eyebrows or her hair. So all the time she refers to her as Journey. So for me, that was very important to bond. And I noticed this years later, but thinking on that when you got a name for a baby, for me, my opinion and my experience, it's better for me to bond with the baby. So she got her name very early, because she was the one that asked me if I have a name for her, and she make it so special, and she didn't have to. Let's talk honestly, she didn't have to. This is a transaction. I pay you and you give me the doll and that's it. But she's not like that. She's a very gentle person, and I love that about her. She gave me an amazing experience. So let's put this headband, because it's a little peachy. I was trying to find a yellow, because it has purple, yellow, blue, and peach. And I have other socks that can be better, but you know what? It's upstairs, and I will not be risking my little health that I got recently, that I feel a little bit better, to just bring those socks. When I go upstairs, I will check them out. But here she is. Let me check. So Alicia, what do you think? She looks like spring. And this purple pacifier, I love the way it looks on her mouth. She has this chain that I bought for her. I don't remember if it was quickly or not, but then I decided to put her chain, with her name. And I don't know if I'm going to keep it pink or I'm going to use the purple one. But anyways, here she is in this spring outfit. So let's see what the things were that was so special and make it so hard for us to let them go, or to not keep buying because they give you an amazing experience. Okay, one of the things that shocked me the most when I opened her was this Bound, I believe is the name. It is Peter Rabbit, and actually I love Peter Rabbit. I don't know if I told her or she just did it for, I don't remember, but I think she asked me on the prints, do you like Peter Rabbit? I don't remember which ones she said, and I chose Peter Rabbit, but I didn't know it was for the Bond. So this is so super cute. She came in this, she was wrapped in a blanket inside this. And for me, this is so thoughtful and pretty. Oh my gosh. And I have it folded. I know I should be enjoying it more. But I just want to preserve it. And the other thing that she came with, this personalized Lovey, is a rabbit. And it says Journey. And when I saw this, I just was like almost on tears. Because it's something simple you can say. But for me, for the artist do this, this is expensive. Let's start with that. And the second thing is that just having the trouble of doing all that and putting everything together, for me was so special. And I have it folded just because it's white, and you know what happened with white. And just to preserve it, I have it folded. And one of the things that shocked me a lot, or not shocked me in a bad way, everything was so pretty. It has her name, and that's for me was very special. And everything she did was beautiful. And just not to, this is her certificate from her, from the artist, not from the sculptor. And for me it was like, wow. I still feel like I am not in that level to do something that pretty. And this is says Journey is Precious, which is the sculpt name by Lottie Sullivan Roy, and she was born on 9/4/2022, and she born at 2:30, I imagine p.m. I don't know. We artists work a.m. too. And she was weighing 8 pounds, and her signature. This is so pretty. And when I opened this, I was like, oh my gosh. And she has a bracelet that sadly she doesn't have right now. But that's another thing that was unique and special with her, that I was like, oh my God, so much thought on the box opening. So this is the part when I say, why you keep buying? Because the artists make it difficult not to be buying again. This is so pretty. Who doesn't want to have another beautiful baby with all these beautiful details and, thoughtfulness? It's hard not to keep buying. And when I opened her for the first time, I touched her. It was my first silicone, of course, and I was like over the top. I was so excited, and I still love her a lot. She's my special girl. I love her dimensions. There's things, of course, that we always are like that we don't like from sculpts. From every baby, I have the same, like, I will change this. But from the overall baby, with the sculpting of things that I really would love to change. But even though I love her completely, because her dimensions, when I hold her, the way she moved, the way I cuddle her, she looks so realistic. So for me, this girl is everything. She's not going, I will never sell her. She's the only one that I will say that. I don't want to sell any of my babies, but she's very special. So the artists make it difficult. So I don't want to make it super long, because I want to make the video of every single baby. I want to do this mini series of the special things that I received from them that make it like, oh wow. I was telling Cheryl's artist, Cheryl Martin, which is Journey's artist. I was telling her, I thought I will have just one silicone because it's expensive. When I started buying reborns, it was already expensive. When I bought my first silicone, which was her, I have to work a lot to pay her off. And I started reborning and working like crazy and putting all the money I got to her, paying her, towards paying her. So when I got her, I was telling Cheryl, I will only have one doll because, this is expensive. But with the experience I have with her, I was like, oh my gosh, you make it so difficult, because then I want to have another baby. You have a wonderful experience with an artist, then you want to have a baby again. And she helped me when I was new, and still do the payment plans. But I was new, and that opportunity to pay her installments, that was wonderful too. So everything surrounding her, the experience between having her, buying her from the sculptor, then when she received her, and the painting process and the naming process, and then the box opening with all these beautiful things that she sent her. This is something, I'm just picking only a few things, but her box opening was gorgeous completely, and she packed her with a lot of clothing. So I was super beyond happy because I was fairly new, so I didn't have a lot of clothing, and I love her taste, and I love the brand that she sent me clothing from. So everything was precious. The beautiful experience that I have with her helped me bond instantaneously. When I got this baby, I just love her to pieces since the first second I saw her and handled her. That is the beauty of the hobby, and it was not a cold transaction. Again, that has a lot to do, at least for me, in my bonding process, naming the baby, all the surrounding things that happen with the baby, make it so special. And that was instantaneously love, instantaneous bonding with her, just because the artist was just, I cannot explain it in words. So that's the thing, as collectors, majority of all us collectors are people that are genuine, and people that are, really for the hobby, and we are honest, and we are not scamming people and lying and all that, giving excuses not to pay, all that. So because of us, this industry keep going, now with so many people coming to the hobby new, and I don't know, from there, from what they are coming, the dynamic is different, and I can see it, and I'm fairly new to the hobby, so it's very sad. But thinking positively, there are still artists that, especially if they have worked with you, they will be willing to work with you again, because they have this experience as you as a good buyer, so they can be a good seller. So I understand when I see an artist that has a super long list of things that they don't approve, and then they don't like, that lot of rules for you to buy from them. I was at the beginning like, oh my gosh, I don't want to buy from you. But you have to look at the background, what happened with that artist, that she started to putting all those boundaries, because she was hurt in many times. So please respect the artist. Please do good transactions. Be honest. If you can't afford it, you can't. That's it. Don't try to scam anybody. I think that is one of the things that is damaging our hobby. Besides other things, that's one of the things that I think is damaging the hobby. But anyways, I just wanted to share the love I have for my beautiful journey, and the beautiful things surrounding her that make it special, that make her want to buy more dolls. Like when you think you want to have one doll and that's it, you will never be satisfied. I can assure you, you will never get satisfied. So the artists make a huge part of it, making these beautiful presentations and beautiful transaction, and being open and honest and loving. So that's why we keep buying. So this is my second part of my mini series. Stay tuned for the other parts, and if you haven't seen the first part I did with Jaden, you can go back and watch the video before this one. so you can enjoy that one too. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and excuse my voice that I sound a little bit funny, but hopefully it will be better. See you on to the next video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.